Love to
love
hear
it.
her stories. That is awesome.
I know, that's a huge milestone for her. Kristen and I have a milestone in our family. You want to tell the...
Sure. Both our sisters got engaged on Christmas, and we say, always a bridesmaid, never the bride.
Never the bride. But no, my sisters, huge congratulations. Lee and Jonathan, I know you're watching, so right on. Rock on. So excited.
It's so cool. It's such a sweet thing to happen, I think, over the
holidays. And you were suspecting it. I was not. So that was kind of cool that it both happened for you know, both our sisters. What's going to happen in weather is a big question as well.
So big changes. So those plans for New Year's, you better add all the winter gear to it, or at least the really heavy coats, because it is going to get a lot colder. But before we get there, we are going to have to deal with some snow. So if you're traveling, not here in the metro area, but if you're traveling east to the Cascades, passes could get really, really dicey over the weekend. This is what it's looking like right now. So obviously you want to be careful if you're headed out. We could pick up some spotty snow, very light snow amounts here and there as we continue through tonight and most of tomorrow, but by Saturday, that's when we're going to have to watch for some of the heavier snow to develop and start to move through the passes. And the snow level, while it will go up to about 4,000 feet briefly, it's going to drop right back down to 2,000 feet. So this means everyone getting in on it. Heavy snow for the Cascades through the passes is what we're watching for the holiday travel back home. And then the heaviest snow moving in Saturday afternoon. Once that kind of sets in, it stays that way through early Sunday morning. So tough travel conditions. Not only through Sunday morning, they could linger through Monday as we get this really cold air. That's not going to help matters. And we're looking at quite a bit of snow, heavy snow, coming down through the Cascades, especially the farther north you go. In fact, the southern Washington Cascades already under a winter storm watch that starts late tomorrow night. Out there right now, you can see some spotty snow on the Cascades. We're staying mainly dry through the valley, and then a little bit of light activity back across the Coast Range. And you can see the snow still coming in, and we'll try to pick up a little bit more for the ski resorts as we head through this Friday. But take a look at the Mount Hood SNOWCAST, and as you'll notice, spotty snow, very light accumulations here, so maybe around an inch at most probably for the next day and overnight tomorrow night. Watch what happens Saturday, 9 a.m. here, and then you can see those snow totals really go up. So we're talking maybe a foot or more for our Cascades, and that could get all the way down to the passes. So a lot of snow for us, and of course on top of that, we get this big cold blast. Right now, a lot of the cold air is along the Cascades and east, and that's how it's going to be Sunday. Still staying fairly chilly for the valley, very similar to where we have been for the past couple of days. Watch what happens Monday, Tuesday. You can see that cold air starts to move on in. That means strong east winds for us, and it means highs struggling to get out of the low 30s. Some very, very cold air headed our way. Coastal areas tomorrow, spotty rain early, and then rain becoming likely by nighttime. Highs in the 40s to low 50s, 40s for the I-5 with patchy fog early on, and then a chance for some evening showers, but most of the day will be dry. Central and east, mostly sunny and cold. And then the chance for some snow showers, scattered snow showers as we go through Saturday. Most of the activity confined to the Cascades, though, and that's where we'll have to watch for that heavy snow late Saturday into Sunday. And then, of course, for the Gorge, partly sunny there, and then just plain old rain for you on Saturday. 7-day forecast here, and you can see where those cold temperatures move on in. Highs in the mid-40s, lows in the upper 30s for the next couple of nights. By Sunday night, we're down into the mid-30s. Look at what happens just in time for the New Year. New Year's Eve Wednesday, highs at 35, lows down into the mid-20s. We're going to be in the 20s with this really strong wind, making it feel like it's in the teens. So if you're going to be outdoors counting down the time to ring in the new year, it's going to be cold.